So whether it's Pep Guardiola's 500 IQ brain getting in the way of Champions League success, or it's the curse that Yaya Toure put on the club, Manchester City and Pep Guardiola have seemingly not been able to recreate Champions League glory that Pep Guardiola has seemingly found earlier in his career when he took over Barcelona and won 2 Champions League finals, both against Manchester United, evidently. So, what we're going to do is take his last Champions League winning squad, which is in 2011, and recreate it with Manchester City. That's the goal for this video today. Hope you guys do enjoy. So, what I'm going to do is pretty much recreate this whole squad, take variants of them. So, I'm not necessarily going to sign Messi to play our striker. Instead, I will find another Argentinian striker or center forward to play as Messi and go from there, if you get the premise. After so many transfers and after doing so much work, this is the team we have created. As you can see on screen, it has been absolutely wild, a complete 180 and a complete transformation. So let's just break it down and go through it all. So to replace our front line of Messi, David Villa, and Pedro, I decided to go with Dybala, Oyarzabal, and Ferran Torres, bringing Ferran Torres back to the club. Our midfield is interesting because we have Pedri, Rodri, and Llorente to pretty much act like Busquets, Xavi, and Iniesta, which is going to be interesting because we'll see how it is. I didn't do a like-for-like comparison for every single one of these guys, but it is sort of. I tried my hardest to try to do a like-for-like comparison. I just basically did it off nationalities, if that makes sense. Our defense is where it becomes a little suspect and a little bit interesting because as you can see on screen, we got guys like Ferland Mendy and Laporte, but we also have Lisandro Martinez, and we brought back Danilo to the club as well. So this is our Dani Alves, Mascherano. Well, I think Mascherano was actually a bit undersized, if I'm not mistaken. Ben, can you VAR it and make sure it actually is? I might be wrong. Because I know Lisandro Martinez is actually like 5'9", but like who cares, right? I just needed him because I couldn't get Christian Romero because he's technically on loan at Atalanta, and that really pissed me off a little bit. So I couldn't get Christian Romero. If this goes into a second season, I'm getting Christian Romero. There's no doubt about it. Laporte is going to be our Piqué replacement, and Ferland Mendy is going to be our Eric Abidal replacement. And then in between the sticks, this pains me to do it. Instead of Victor Valdez, it is David De Gea, and it really does pain me to do this because David De Gea is one of my favorite Manchester United players, and honestly, it pains me to put him on screen here. Our bench is interesting because I really think this is where it gets interesting. I really, again, try to do like for like, especially with the different nationalities. So Ansu Fati, I did as our Boyan replacement. I thought that would be pretty interesting and pretty cool. Both of them were highly rated young wingers. Fati is still a highly rated young winger, and I definitely think he can reach his potential if he stays injury-free. Davy Klaassen is our Dutch midfielder. I think he's replacing Albraf. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. He's replacing him. Raul Albiol is essentially our Puyol replacement, a strong veteran center back, Spanish center back, veteran center back on the club. He's going to be our Puyol variant. Emerson Royale is replacing Adriano. Again, this was an interesting one because I could have just easily gone back in for Dani Alves, but I also didn't want to just put in Iniesta and Dani Alves and Busquets. I thought that would be a little bit dull, plus they're not at their prime anymore. This seemed a little bit more interesting. Yves Bissouma is going to be our Mali midfielder, and the name escapes me. Ben, if you could put it on screen to see who he's replacing. He's going to be our Mali center defensive midfielder that's coming off the bench. We brought back David Silva, and I know what you guys are thinking. Why did I do this when I could have just gone a younger Spanish midfielder? I thought nostalgia vibes would be cool. He's going to be our Thiago Silva replacement, essentially. And then we have Kepa to be our backup Spanish goalkeeper. The only snag that I have, though, is the fact that we still have Cancelo and De Bruyne. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just release them, let them go wherever they want to go. This really hurts. this really, really hurts. So this is the group stage result. As you can see, we came in second with 9 points. And in the round of 16, we're taking on Borussia Dortmund, which is interesting because as of recording, Haaland just signed for Manchester City. So first leg of the round of 16, let's just quick sim this. And honestly, contrary to what I believed in when I first saw this squad all put together, we're looking pretty good. Our bench, little suspect, but honestly, we're looking pretty good. Let's just go ahead and quick sim this, see how we do. 2-1 to us. Let's move on to the next matchup. Second leg, let's quick sim this, see how we do. And it's a 3-1 victory for us, 5-2 on aggregate. Let's go to the next round. In the quarterfinals, taking on Lille. Let's quick sim this, see how we do. Honestly hoping for a big win. 3-0 win. Let's go. Let's move on to the second match of our match against Lille. Let's quick sim this, see how we do. 2-1 to them, but we go through on 4-2 on aggregate. Don't like the result, but I'll take the aggregate win. We're going through to the semifinals. So here we are in the semifinals, taking on Premier League rival Liverpool. Let's quick sim this, see how we do. And it's a 2-0 victory to us. Let's go on to the second match. Here we go, 2-0 up on aggregate. Let's quick sim, see how we do in the semifinals of the Champions League. And we go through 2-1 on aggregate, on the scoreboard, I should say. 4-1 on aggregate. We're going to the Champions League final. No blowing a 3-0 lead. So it's going to be a repeat of last year's Champions League final. We're taking on Chelsea. But before I get into the match, I really quickly wanted to show you guys some of the other competitions that we were in, so that way you guys can kind of see how dominant this side was, because honestly, I was looking at the results while I was simming it, and we were absolutely destroying opponents. So we won the Premier League by 1 point. So unfortunately, we did lose the Community Shield in the beginning stages of the season, 3-0. This is when I was trying to get the team all together, and I didn't have all the pieces, so Leicester picked up a trophy there. We've already beat Chelsea to 1 trophy this season. We took them down in the FA Cup final 2-1. And unfortunately, we don't complete the domestic treble as we lose in the quarterfinals, I think to Liverpool, I should say. And Fleetwood Town made it to the semifinals of the Carabao Cup. That is crazy. They lost 4-1 to Liverpool though, and Liverpool ultimately lost to Chelsea on penalties. That's a bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully though, we can complete the treble, so let's get into this Champions League final. So we hit a bit of an issue. As you can see on screen, Mendy is injured. He is out injured for the Champions League final. So I had to play Danilo at left back. What that means is that we have to put Leva in. And I don't want you guys in the comment section saying, oh, you cheated or whatever. Honestly, we had the squad all together, all built out. It's just unfortunate injuries happen. If I could turn off injuries, I would. So that way we can just go through this challenge, no problem. But essentially, I did recreate the 2011 Barcelona side. It's just unfortunate that we're not going to be able to complete the challenge with Mendy, or we're not going to have Mendy in the Champions League final. If you got Marcos Llorente finds Dybala inside, let's go! First goal of the match. It's got crossed. Whew. Go Llorente. The burners. Shot goes in. Good stop. De Gea. Dybala again. Woohoo! Llorente. Long ball over. Oh, Llorente. Llorente, don't do it to them. Dybala! Look away, Chelsea fans. This is not pretty. This is not pretty whatsoever. Danilo from deep. I think that... Oh, good save, David. I think the squad has done so well because we have so many perfect links. All right, and that's all. That's the only reason why we have so many good perfect links that I'm honestly tempted to play the Capcom Tom clip that Danny Aaron's always plays. Go ahead and bring in David Silva. And we're going to go ahead and bring in Raul Albiol just to see it off. Why not? Good ball over the top. Oyarzabal, face shot. Ooh. Ferran Torres, 6. That is 6. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was a pretty cool goal, by the way. That was on a tight angle too. But Jesus, it is 6-0 to us. Chelsea fans, you might have already clicked off the video by now, but
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
let's go. We are champions of Europe. Manchester City have done it using the 2011 Barcelona squad. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. If you guys haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. We are so close to 100 subscribers, and I would love to get it by June 6th, which is my birthday. So if we can end up with that goal on June 6th, that would be awesome. If not, if you guys just want to drop a like, I'd also settle for that as well. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in if you have made it this far. And yeah, rebuilding Manchester City using the 2011 Barcelona squad was actually funner and a lot more intense than I thought. Thank you guys for tuning in. Take it easy. Have a good one, and peace. I don't know why, but this just looks so wrong to me.